Let's go, huh? All right, so this is the Honor 600 Pro, and specifically the orange one. And I'm not gonna lie, this thing doesn't whisper for attention. It actually screams. Like if a highlighter pen became a flagship phone, this would be it. But somehow, it works. Now, here's the funny part. As y'all should know, from a distance, it kind of looks like something straight out of Cupertino. Yeah, very, very iPhone 17 Pro Max kind of energy. Flat edges, bolt camera bar. But once you actually use it, you realize this isn't trying to be an iPhone. It's trying to outdo it. The camera is honestly a bit ridiculous, but in a good way. Let's start with the headline feature, the 200 megapixel super sensing camera. And yes, I know, megapixels aren't everything, but this one actually backs it up. You've got a massive sensor, and in real life, what that means is you can shoot in low light and still get usable details. You can crop like crazy and still have a sharp image. And somehow, it doesn't look overly processed. It's one of those cameras where you take a shot, you zoom in again, and you're like, wait, is this still usable? That's where it already starts feeling like it's pushing past what you'd expect from something like the iPhone. Then the zoom hits you. The telephoto on this goes up to 120 times with AI Super Zoom 2.0, which sounds like marketing fluff until you try it. Is 120 times always usable? Maybe not. But here's the thing. Between like 10 times to 50 times, it's shockingly good. You shoot a building across the street, that's easy. Reading a sign from ridiculously far away, it's also doable. Creeping on your friend from across a cafe, okay, maybe let's not do that. But the wild part is it doesn't fall apart immediately like most phones. The Honor 600 Pro has a SEPA 6.5. Sounds boring, but it actually matters. Now, for those of you who don't know what SEPA is, Honor is flexing this thing called SEPA 6.5 Stabilization. Quick breakdown for y'all in human language. SEPA is basically a standardized rating for how good camera stabilization is, especially for handheld shots. And 6.5 is really high. In real life, what that means is you can shoot at night handheld without everything turning into a blurry mess. Zoom shots are actually stable instead of shaky chaos. Video feels smoother without needing a gimbal. So yeah, it's one of those specs that sounds super nerdy, but you feel it instantly because you're able to use them real life. Okay, so next up is the AI image to video 2.0. This is where things get weird, but in a super cool way. This might be the most 2026 feature on this phone. AI image to video 2.0 basically lets you take up to 3 photos and turn them into a short video using AI. And the scary part, it actually works. Some examples are you take 3 photos of a sunset, you prompt it like make it cinematic with moving clouds. Suddenly you've got a mini travel reel. You snap a few shots of your friend, you prompt it, make it like a slow motion music video, boom, instant TikTok content. Even old photos, you animate them into something that feels alive. And if you notice, I kept saying prompt because you can prompt them, but if you don't know how to prompt, you can use the templates that is already made for you. So yeah, about the iPhone comparison, here is the thing. The iPhone 17 Pro Max will still probably win from the ecosystem, the consistency that it just works kind of feeling. But in terms of raw features and experimentation, this orange slab right here is just doing so much more. Higher resolution camera, more aggressive zoom, smarter AI tools, bigger push into creative features. It feels like Honor looked at the iPhone and went, okay, what if we just went all in? All in all, the first impression on the Honor 600 Pro feels like a phone that's not afraid to be extra. It's bold, it's a little chaotic, and yeah, it's kind of trying to steal some iPhone spotlight. But feature for feature, it's not just competing. It's low-key embarrassing it in a few areas. And honestly, that makes it way more fun to use. The Honor 600 Pro will be launching ahead of China in Malaysia this coming 22nd of April. So be sure to subscribe for the full in-depth review, as this is just part of what it can do. I'll see you guys soon.